Alright, what's up YouTube? So if you guys didn't know, I hit 200 subscribers just quite a long time ago. So I thought I'd just make this video just to celebrate, just 200 subscribers and going over all my Shinn Asuka mobile suits. And of course, it's also the anniversary of the Destiny Gundam's first launch too, which happened over 20 years ago this week. Well, technically like 2 or 3 days ago at the time of this recording. But yeah, without further ado, let's look into my collection. So, if you guys didn't know, the Destiny Gundam and the Force Impulse is actually one of my two favorite Gundams, besides the Zeta and High New Gundam, New Gundam, they're all the same thing. Age 2, anything that's transformable, I like it. Or anything that has like the basic Gundam colors like blue, yellow, red, white. I like those color schemes. Yeah, so the Destiny Gundam and the Force Impulse is what actually got me into the franchise. I already knew about, the original Gundam series and Zeta Gundam from way back when I was a kid, just going to the store and seeing people talk about it. But when I was growing up, Seed Destiny, Double O, the Vader Heisei Gundams was what I grew up with. And yeah, let's just see my collection. Look at this right here, the Seed Destiny logo. I know my table is a little dusty, but it's whatever. So I think I'm just gonna start with the tiniest ones first. So right here, this is the forceimpulsegundam, the super deformed. This is the one you get from the Gacha machine. I bought it online just a couple years ago. So if you guys didn't know, this collection, I bought all of these figures all before Seed Freedom. So that's a huge plus because ever since the movie came out, the Destiny Gundam and all of Shinn's mobile suit, they all went up in price because of course it did. Everybody loved that one scene when he was fighting the Black Knights. So right here I have another Gashapon. This is from the same line. See, this is like custom painted from a seller I bought from eBay. Looks very, very nice. This one is the Gashapon Senshi Forte. I remember it got discontinued like a couple years back. This is the metallic color. Looks pretty nice. And right here, this is the Seed Club, Shinn Asuka. He's supposed to come with like a little stand where like he has like a quote or something, like you can press the button and he'll just like his voice actor will say something. But unfortunately, the seller I bought it from didn't have it. So I just bought it like just like this from him. It's pretty cool. It has that little angry face and all that. This one is not from the Gashapon, but it's from those blind boxes. I'm gonna try to put the commercial right up here when I edit the video, so you guys can know what I'm talking about. But this is from those blind boxes. So this figure actually came out during Seed Destiny's infancy. So like the first couple of weeks, this figure actually came out. And this one is actually my first model kit. It's a little dusty and all that, and I know the paint is kind of wearing off, but it's all right. Yeah, this is actually my first model kit that my mom got me when I was a kid, and what really got me into Gundam. And yeah. Speaking of super deformed model kits, I mean super deformed Impulse, it's coming soon in SDG generation, so you guys can expect me to summon for that. And this one is I forgot what it was called, but this one is also from the Gashapon. This one is actually my favorite Gashapon out of all of them because I really like the paint apps and the gimmick. It looks really nice because with the wings they can actually move up and down, unlike the other ones where like it looks like it's just like in one position, you can't move it, just in static position. See, it looks really nice. Oh yeah, I also forgot, but this is another SD Gashapon Destiny I have. This is from the old times. Back then the Gashapons were like really small. Nowadays they'd be like hella big or something like that. Yeah, speaking of the recent times Gashapon, I have the Converge of the Immortal Justice. I'm still waiting for them to release the Destiny Spec 2 for Converge. Hopefully it's not like a Premium Bandai like the original Destiny. And speaking of, I also have the Mobile Suit Ensemble Force Impulse Gundam. That was a little dusty on. Let me just blow it off. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, super dusty. Alright, let's take a look at the center now. I have the real grade Force Impulse Gundam, the real grade Sword Impulse, and the high grade Blast Impulse. Alright, so unfortunately, I don't have the Blast Impulse Type 2, Spec 2, real grade from Pure Bandai because I kind of don't like that color scheme. And it's not really a Shinn Asuka mobile suit because, you know, he didn't really pilot the Impulse Spec 2, even though technically it is still the same Impulse, but you guys get what I'm saying. Alright, so going into the RG, this RG, I actually got it from the first month it came out in 2020, you know, during the COVID saga and all that. So this guy right here is actually what got me back into, you know, Gundam, like building, modeling, and like painting my kits again. And like it was doing like the anniversary, you know, 15th anniversary of sdgundam. So I was like, you know what, why not just spend my cash? You know, it's COVID, I don't have anything to do, and I painted him. And yeah, this is what got me back into the fan base, actually. The RG Force Impulse. The real grade Sword Impulse I got last year during the height of Sea Freedom, because this is when Bandai was re-releasing other kits. So I was lucky enough to get this one before you know, the scalpers took advantage of the hype and all that. And of course, I also got the Blast Impulse the same time as last year too. There's nothing really I can say about it because the Blast Impulse is actually my least favorite out of the three because it just really didn't have any, you know, impactful screen time. I mean, I don't hate it. It's cool, but compared to Force or Sword, like, come on, Brad. Like, come on. These two are the GOATs. Doesn't mean I hate you, but, you know. Yeah. Alright, looking into my other super deformed. This one is a custom made SD. I forgot what the line is called. It's forgettable. Oh, there we go. EX standard. Yes, yeah. So the thing about this line is that I didn't really like it. There's a lot of stickers, you know, the joints of the Destiny and all that. It's easy to fall off, so I'm not gonna move it for the sake of this video. But for the wings, these wings are custom made. You can tell I super glued them together. They're removable, but I'm not sure if I want to do it right now. But I can try to show you guys how it works. Yeah, so when I made the custom wings, I went in with the mentality like it's supposed to be like a gimmick. Right, so like I said, the wings, the custom made wings are removable for this kit. I made it like that, so just in case I wanted to display the Destiny without its wings, I can do that. Or if I wanted to, I can just, you know, put on the wings. So this one is probably my least favorite kit out of all the bunch. Well, actually my second least favorite because like I said, the EX standard, not all that great. So yeah. Looks pretty cool though still. Alright, next we have the Destiny Spec 2 clear color version. So actually this guy right here actually has a very funny story. So from what I heard is that right during the peak of Seed Freedom's release, like the first week after watching the movie, right, you can either get the Rising Freedom clear color or Destiny Spec 2 clear color. This is not the first time Bandai has done this. If you guys remember the Zeta translation, a new translation movies, after watching the movie, you can get the clear version of Zeta, and same thing happening with the narrative Gundam, you know, clear version of narrative Gundam right after you watch the movie. But for the case of Destiny, because since it was very popular, theaters in Japan, Korea, China, and all that reported that this guy was sold out very, very fast. You know, because of that one scene where he was just all like whooping the Black Knight's ass with a Shadow Clone Jutsu, everybody's always trying to recreate the scene, and Bandai did not account for this. So after a couple weeks later, Bandai was like, all right, we'll put this kit up at the Premium Bandai store so you guys can actually, you know, buy it. And yeah, so pretty cool. But right now, you know, this kit is actually not that rare. You can actually find it on eBay or Premium Bandai store for around like $30-50. And at the back, I actually have the HCM Pro Impulse Gundam. I couldn't find the Destiny Gundam for original price, so I was like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna buy the Destiny Gundam for like what, $50, because you know these things, I don't think they're worth $50. Yeah, let me just get the package real quick. Oh, shit. There we go. So as you can see, I have it in box, which doesn't really matter if it's in box or not, because this thing was fairly cheap. Online you can just find around like $20 or something. Looks pretty nice. Yeah. So from what I heard from the reviews is that this guy actually has very tight joints, so I'm not sure if I want to open and play with it, because I'm afraid I would just break something. So yeah. And looking down, we have the high grade spec 2 with the Zeus silhouette equipped. That just came out very recently. Very nice, very nice. Speaking of the Zeus silhouette, I actually do have it in the back right here, the Metal Robot Damashi version, just chilling in the back. And I have the Force Impulse. Let me just move my lights out of the way. The Forceimpulsegundam Master Grade. Yeah. Honestly, I actually like this Master Grade better than the Destiny Master Grade. And as you guys can tell from my previous video, the Master Grade Destiny and you know the bootleg Master Grade Destiny in the back over there too, they're both very, how do I say it? They're just not ideal kits to build, because you see the Destiny Gundam, right? It looks cool and all, but this guy right here, he's just too outdated, and they just really need to make a 2.0 or MGEX of the Destiny, because this guy right here, he's not gonna cut it. You know, he doesn't fall up to my standards, and yeah, there's just so many limited poses you can do with him. And you know, with the Destiny Gundam, you're not meant to be just, you know, limited by how much you can pose him. You're meant to put him in all these, you know, awesome, cool looking posing and all that. You know, not something like this. I mean, it's just like, you know, the legs is droopy, the arms can't hold the rondite, and yeah, this kid is just not it. Yeah. Anyways, on a lighter note, I also have the voice idol Shinn Asuka. So this guy, I actually got him before Seed Freedom came out, because right before Seed Freedom came out, Shinn was very, very widely disliked. So this guy was very, very cheap to buy. If I remember correctly, I bought him from online from Ami for I think like what, $11. So that was a steal. Anyways, let me just zoom out real quick so we can see what he can do. So, all right, let me just. Yeah, so he only has 2 voice lines, because from what I heard is that this figure actually came out right before he got the Destiny Gundam. So they didn't really record any other lines besides, you know, just the Force Impulse heading out, and the other one where he was like, "Do you guys know what you guys are doing to this world?" My bad. So yeah, he only has 2 lines, but he's still a nice collectible to have. Alright, speaking of Shinn Asuka figures, I also have the Sea Freedom Shinn Asuka Ace Virgarts. Very nice, very nice. Of course, no loose joints, nothing. This is what I expected from you know, paying like $80 for this guy. So the sculpt looks very nice and all that. Yep, very, very nice. And of course, I can't forget this iconic scene. So if you guys didn't know, just 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was the 20th anniversary for this episode 34 or 35. No, I'm pretty sure it's 34, when Shinn impaled the Freedom. So right here I have the Metal Robot Damashi Force Impulse and the Gundam Universe Freedom Gundam. just posed up in this scene right here. Looks really nice. Yep. All right. And in the back, I also have the Destiny Gundam Arsenal base. Let me just zoom in. The Arsenal base for Destiny Gundam. In that sick ass pose. I really like the art and the Arsenal base cards. I might just get more after this. And I have the wafer stickers of the Spec 2 down there. And some kind of trading card for Destiny Gundam that was released during the sdgundam's original airing. And of course, this is actually one of my favorite Destiny Gundam figures in my collection. The Metal Robot Damashi Destiny Gundam. This is the original 2019 release. So as of this recording, I don't think the colors are that accurate anymore, because we're gonna get a new one that's gonna ship soon from Premium Bandai. But this one is the good old 2019 version. I bought it for around $180. That came alongside with the wings from a seller on eBay. So luckily I was able to buy it for just that much, because you know, nowadays it's gonna be like, you know, costing you an arm and a leg, $300. Very nice. You can see I also have the flash edge 2 beam boomerangs on display right there, and he's just holding the sword just like that, almost as if he's gonna do his finishing move, like, you know, in Super Robot Wars, where he throws the boomerangs out and he closes in with a roundai for a slash or stab. Yep, just like that, the iconic pose. Next, oh yeah, of course I forgot, I have this one too. This one is the let me just readjust, there we go. This one is the BB Senshi Destiny Gundam. I just repainted it just to look like the Spec 2. I kind of did a poor job. You can see the white right there is yeah, it's not fully painted all the way. Yeah, if I didn't tell you guys already, but white is actually the hardest color to paint for me, at least. So yeah, nice, very nice. Okay, what else? Of course, there's also this little force impulse in the corner right here. This one is from kind of like a blind box figure, I think. I'm not sure what to call it. I have the box on me right here. It's called the Gundamseeddestiny figure collection. So this is the force impulse. It came with the force silhouette, but I just don't want to equip it. I just want to leave it just as the regular old impulse. Yeah. Yeah, so this is like a Bam Presto figure. You can see, you know, Bam Presto. Yep. All right. And this one is the Spec 2 collection. You see, I have the bootleg Metal Robot Damashi, the real one in the middle, and the high grade variant right at the front. So this one right here is actually my favorite Destiny Gundam, because I've taken the time to actually paint him just to look like that one scene in the movie where the joints were glowing red and he was going ham on the Black Knights. And so going into the painting process, I actually wanted him to stand out a little bit more, because the thing is, I haven't paired up with the other Seed Freedom kits, and I want him to actually stand out. So I made the blue, metallic blue, spray painted metallic blue, my bad. And you can see the high energy beam can is an emerald green color, just to make him stand out more. And the Arondite is silver, but I don't think it translated very well to a model kit form. That's kind of a mistake I did. And if you look at the white, right? I didn't want to make him too gray like the official art. I just wanted to make it like a light gray, so you know it can color contrast with the others. It can better, my bad. It can better complement the other colors. And I also have the decals, Compass Spec 2, right there. Yep, looks hella nice. Yep, I can't wait to pose them with the other Bandai one, the Destiny Gundam Final Battle color. So I can't wait to pose them with that. And right here, you guys have already seen this one, so I won't go over him too much. This is the Destiny Gundam Metal Robot Damshi Spec 2. I did a review on him just a couple months back. A very nice figure. And in the back right here, I have the Destiny Gundam Metal Robot Damashi Angry Shin Asuka bootleg. Right there. I also did a review on him just, 5 months ago. And down here, I also have the Crane Game forceimpulsegundam. And of course, I also have the first ever model kit of the Destiny Gundam that was released from Bandai. So from what I remember is that this kit in particular actually came out before the first debut of the Destiny Gundam. Because I was looking in online forums and everybody said that once the commercial aired, they released this kit ahead of time. Like I think 3 or 4 weeks before the Destiny Gundam's first debut. So this was actually our first look at the Destiny Gundam. Yep, right here. This one is also my first model kit as well, alongside with the SD Force Impulse. This one my mom got for me, and yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, the C Collection series is my gateway to the franchise, and this is actually one of my first painted kit. And you can see that the paint, this was my first work, so the paint is not all that good. You can see right there the blue is actually peeling off. So this is my first painted Destiny Gundam and my latest painted Destiny Gundam. Yeah, the difference is there. And right at the bottom over here, I also have the premium Bandai exclusive forceimpulsegundam, swordimpulse, and blastimpulse converge set. I don't know why they made the impulse forms all premium Bandai exclusives. This could have just been a general release, but I guess just Bandai wanted to make a couple more bucks, and yeah, pretty nice. Yep. All right. And in the back, I have the high grade Immortal Justice. You can tell that I kind of messed up the painting because he has 2 different shades of red. So that was just a mistake on my part, because I wanted to make a lighter red, and for some reason I combined a lighter red with a metallic red, so the colors look kind of weird, yeah, for some reason. And right here I have the Destiny Gundam fixed figurization. So supposedly this figure line is actually produced by Hajime Kotoki, which we all know for his Verka designs like the Hainu, Victory, and Wing Gundam designs and all that. But this is supposedly his take on a Destiny Gundam, I think. I'm not sure because the figure line is produced by him, so I'm assuming that he probably designed this Destiny. I think. I'm not sure. Whatever. And of course, I also have the G-frame Emoja right there with the custom-made beam saber. Spec 2 Robot Damashi bootleg and Rishin Asuka. And in the back, I have my least favorite kit right here. The Bond Metal Robot, not Metal Build Destiny Gundam. The reason why I have him in the back is that he can't really stand anymore. I just picked him up from the shelves and he just started collapsing. So I'm not even going to try to move him. And yeah, it just, right when I picked him up, everything just started falling apart. And I was hella pissed. So I don't want to talk about that kid in the back. Okay, here we go. And I also have the Shinn versus Kira card right there. And of course, I also have the metallic Gundam base limited Destiny Gundam from Premium Bandai that I got a few years back. Very nice, very cool. I have him doing the pose from Extreme Versus where he was just zooming in with the Arandite and the Palma Ficiona for the killing attack. And I have the Gundam head speaker of the Destiny Spec 2. It looks pretty small. I expected it to be a little bigger, but it's whatever. And right here, last but not least, I have my diorama of episode 49 or 50, the final power, when Shinn got beaten by Athrun. You see, it looks all beat up like Darth Vader. I mean, or yeah, episode 3 Anakin or Vader when he got beaten, and the Force Impulse Lunamara when she came down to pick him up, console him after that. Yeah, and in the back I have the Genesis getting blown up, just like in the final battle. This is actually one of my favorite works that I've done as a diorama piece for the Destiny Gundam. Really nice. All right. Okay, I think that's everything. Well, not everything yet, because I also have other things to go through. But yeah, this is all my Destiny Gundams, Force Impulse, and all its variants in one sitting. And up there is my Spidey collection. But yeah, this is all of my collection for now. Nice, nice, nice. Looking good. And now let's move on to the next part of my video. Okay, so at the top of my shelf, I have the Shinn Asuka from Sea Freedom plush with Kira and Spidey up there, looking nice. And I also have the boxes still intact. Forceimpulsegundam Master Grade next to my AC unit with the Goten, Luffy, and God Goku, looking nice. And the Destiny Gundam Spec 2 Zeus silhouette, high grade, the box. The Premium Bandai Zeus silhouette for the Metal Robot Damashi. And I have the original Destiny Gundam box, Force Impulse real grade, and the Gundam Base Limited Destiny Gundam Special Coating next to Kamerzio. And yeah, and looking aside, I also have the Force Impulse Spec 2, Destiny Gundam Spec 2. This is the movie, high grade of the clear color Destiny Gundam Spec 2. Alongside with the Strike Freedom Type 2 box, we have the Wings of Light effect set for the Destiny Gundam. And right here, side by side, I have the Force Impulse Metal Robot Damashi box and the Destiny Gundam 2019 release. Alright, and to end the video, I also have the Premium Bandai Gundam t-shirts. This is the Destiny Gundam Spec 2 looking menacing. And of course, the other one, where he's doing the double palm of fish Shona, looking nice. And of course, the last one, I have the Destiny Spec 2 and the stylized art. Very nice. And alright guys, that's my full Shinn Asuka collection. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next time.